what it do and what the business is. It's the host with the most, Phalosmode. Welcome to the Phalosmode show. All right, man, we're going to talk about it. We're going to talk about it because we can. You know, I hear a lot of big Meech talk, a lot of BMF talk. Shout out to Lil Meech. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Big Meech. Whole BMF squad and all that. Like I say on my channel, the only reason why I may talk about some shit is because I was there to bear witness. If I really wasn't there, I don't know the people, you ain't gonna hear me really, popping my chops out about some shit that I don't know nothing about. So, what we're gonna talk about today is the infamous BMF, and we're gonna talk about Young Jeezy's all-black party and Big Meech's welcome home party when he went to jail and got out and all of that. I speak on it because I was in attendance. I was in attendance for both of these epic parties. The first one with Jeezy's party was at Club Kaya. It was Visions. It was at Visions. Same thing, same club, to change the name. This is Atlanta Times. Atlanta's popping. I'm talking about all the way popping. Club SOs and, Prime Time. And man, I even take it to all the strip clubs, Platinum 21 to Pink Ponies to even Montrez. You know what I mean? I'm gonna take you back to a time of Atlanta when it was all the way popping. Before the street metropolitan, before it was metropolitan. It was I think it was Stewart Ave. I think, you know what I mean? Man, this party was so epic. You know what I mean? I'm just getting to Atlanta. I've been in Atlanta a couple of years at this time. You know what I mean? A couple of my partners was like, yo, we going to this party tonight. You know what I'm saying? We going to Big Meech's party. You heard what happened, this and that, right? So this lets you know that a nigga shit is authentic. I'm not going to speak on something that ain't real. I was there. First of all, Big Meech was the first person I ever seen to have flyers to his party. It was a round tube with a top. And when you open up the top speaks to you and say, welcome to Meech's welcome home party. He had a flyer that spoke. Like, you know what I'm saying? Shit was ridiculous. So we gonna fast forward and go to Jeezy's party, right? So Jeezy's party, he decided to tell everybody that came to the party, that was invited, to wear all black. So niggas had on all black, everybody on all black hats, all black clothes, black Dickie suits, black Timberlands, the whole shit. So people was all out in the front. I can recall being in the club. First of all, it was hard as shit to get in there. You know what I mean? But finally got in there. And we in there. And so I remember hearing some people say, oh, this is dope. This is dope. This is dope. Jeezy got everybody wearing black. Like, just because. Nah, niggas was wearing black because they was wanted by them boys at this time. It was real hot in the streets, you know what I'm saying, of Atlanta because of the BMF shit and all of that. And so the feds was just, I seen them. I seen the feds sitting outside of the club. Niggas was pointing them out. We was like, they got the feds right there. They was outside of the club looking. But if you got your binoculars and you looking for some people, every time somebody move, you can't keep your eyes on them because everybody got on all black. As soon as you take your eye off just for a second, everybody looks the same. We get in the party, you know what I'm saying? Hard to get in, finally got in. I see my homie Blue. Shout out to Blue Da Vinci. You know what I mean? This story adds up too. I'm gonna tell you some cold shit behind it. So I'm trying to once you get in the club, you're trying to get into the VIP. That's where it's popping at, the VIP. I couldn't get in touch with, I couldn't get Blue's attention for nothing. For some reason, I couldn't get his attention for nothing. The house is packed. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to get his attention. I'm telling people to tap him. People won't tap him. All of a sudden, I go like this. He spot me. I'm like, he tell on everything. He tells security, he's looked at the security, give a head nod, niggas letting niggas in. You feel me? Shout out to Blue Da Vinci. You know what I mean? My own boy. It was an epic party. Definitely an epic party. And I can recall Nelly being there. Nelly and Big Meech being there. See, when shit is monumental, you remember all details. You remember what was popping, who had what they had on, all this shit, right? Man, Nelly and Meech had an apple bottom contest. They weren't even supposed to. Girls was damn near getting naked in the club. They was damn near naked in the club. You know what I mean? Visions had to, you know what I mean? Like put that word out, like y'all don't make us lose our license and shit. And so it was popping. I could recall. Shout out to Big Meech again, man, because boy, the epic things that I've seen. You know what I mean? Of course, he in jail. You know, he been locked up for a while, so he gained a little weight, man. But at this time, Meech was thin. He was skinny. You know what I'm saying? He was thin. I seen him jump out the Maybach before anybody had a motherfucking Maybach. Nigga jumped out the Maybach with the rabbit coat on all the way to the floor. Nelly was up in there. I think they threw like $5,000 up in the air. You know, at this time, it was epic. It was epic in Atlanta. You know what I mean? I can recall the police stopping Meech and BMF before they go up in the club. Like, we know what you're doing. He was like, how much you make in a year? He was like about $40,000, $45,000, $50,000, some shit like that. Meech gave him $50,000 right there in front of everybody in the club. In front of the club. Gave the police $50,000. You feel me? So I was right there to see a lot of this. All right, so we're going to fast forward back to Meech's party. That was Jeezy party we was talking about. We're going to fast forward to Meech's party. Epic things. First of all, I ain't never seen no shit like this. First of all, he had his party at the compound. He had his party at the compound. The compound was a dope club with like 2 or 3 big ass compounds. So you could leave from one club. You could leave from one compound, and it got 400 people in that compound. And when you leave from out of there, you go into another compound. It got 400 other new people in this compound. It was crazy, man. It's basically a house, but it was built differently, man. When I knew I wasn't faded, because I don't drink like that at all. When I walked in, the nigga had lions and, you know what I mean, giraffes and shit leaning down, picking up lettuce from people's hands. That's the type of things that was going on. Tigers and shit. Like, you know what I mean? Going back and forth, pacing in a cage. You know what I mean? And so the party got too outrageous and got too packed. And I remember the police shut the party down at the compound. I'm like, okay, damn. You know what I mean? I seen Big Meech jump on the phone, call Magic City. Niggas was going down to Magic City. Niggas went down to Magic City. The police came there to Magic City and shut that shit down. You know what I mean? Okay, now this is what I'm saying. I seen Meech myself jump on the phone and call Diddy. When Diddy had his own restaurant called Justin's, named after his son. Everybody came to that shit. Everybody at 5 in the morning. I seen Meech call Puff. Puff called all the chefs, had the chefs come down at 5 in the morning. They was rubbing their eyes. When I say niggas was blowing kush inside of Justin's. Justin's is like a cheesecake factory. For those who had never been to Justin's, it's like a cheesecake factory. It's an upscale restaurant. You know what I'm saying? And it was a lot of things you couldn't do in that restaurant. Well, Big Meech had that love like that. Niggas was up in there blowing big kush up in there. Jazzy Faye up in there. Shout out to Jazzy Faye. Jazzy Faye was there. Camp, Baby D. You know what I'm saying? Ooh Wee from BMF too. I think he's from BMF too. Yeah, man, it was an epic thing. You know what I mean? I ain't never seen somebody have that much juice at 5 in the morning. Have somebody just call. First of all, you have to have reservations to even go to Justice. You know what I mean? That's why I say, you know, Meech don't have nothing to prove. He don't have nothing to prove. You know what I mean? Like, he was doing parties before niggas was even out doing anything. You know what I'm saying? Before motherfuckers was really on. Meech and them was having it. I've been to the BMF, the Miami BMF shit. He did the BMF weekend in Miami. Bitches actually telling their boyfriends and shit like, you know what I mean? My grandmother, I gotta go visit my grandmother. My grandmother's sick and all that type of ride. Your grandmother ain't sick, bitch. You going to the BMF weekend. You going to the BMF weekend. Keep it 100. You know what I'm saying? Uh, so that's why I say Meech ain't got nothing to prove, man. You just got out, enjoy your time out, enjoy your family. You know what I mean? You've been in there, you proven. I don't think Meech is a snitch. You know what I mean? Why would you be in jail that long? You know what I mean? I don't know. I'm not knowing for sure, but what I seen is just like, why would you be in jail that long and then snitch? You know what I'm saying? So, you know, I just sharing my part of the experiences. You know what I mean? I was there when Baby Blue got shot up. You know what I mean? Mark Dixon at the living room. I was there. I was around BMF a lot because of the fact of Blue would tell me where they was at. I'll go to the studio. Oh yeah, the one part I forgot to tell y'all. Yeah, then, you know, the next day after the party, they had the BMF party. Blue and them was up there at Patchwork. Floss, what's up? I'm like, what's up? Come up to the studio. Daz and Corrupt was up there. Daz from Dog Pound, they came up there. And this is the first time I seen that Blue and them had the party videotapes, and they had the pen on the computer where you can point out. He's like, look at this, Floss. Circled it out. They was like, who is this? And who is that? And who is this? He like, look, Floss, there you go. You know what I'm saying? It was like, I seen them. They was on the money, man. They was on the money with a lot of things, man. Things happen for a reason. You know what I mean? It is what it is, square bids. I may not know the name, but I sure do know the game. You feel me? Shout out to BMF Bull and all of them. And Atlanta was on fire. Atlanta is nothing compared to what it was when those days. This the clubs, period. You know what I mean? The Atrium and uh, Frozen Paradise and you know what I mean? Like I didn't even know that Prime Time was Deion Sanders' club. He used to be up there shooting and shooting and shooting. You know what I mean? Being on Old Camberton Road and you know what I mean? And being at Piedmont Park and being at Washington Park after the freak, but a week before the Freaknik, they have the Cali picnic. Niggas is in lowriders and 664 Impalas and khaki suits and all stars and all that. You know what I mean? I'm just bringing y'all back to a time where Atlanta was popping. A-Town, Stay Down, Phalosmode, The Dawn. Y'all hit that subscribe button and that like button and that share button. I'm only being real. Floss, let's go.